Hi, welcome. Today I've got the cutest DIY to share with you. I'm going to show you how you can make these adorable backpack and purse charms. These are so easy to do, and you can see here how you can customize them with names, beads, whatever theme, whatever style you want. I'm using a Mod Podge Ultra for this. It's a spray formula, and you aren't going to believe how easy this is. You just spray, apply your embellishments, and spray to seal. I'm going to teach you all of the steps in this episode of Make It with Mod Podge. I'm Cathie, and let's get started. I'm using acrylic blanks. You can get them in lots of shapes, and flat back embellishments work best for this project. I'm protecting my work surface because this is a spray, and I'm using wax paper on top of that. For this, I'm using the Mod Podge Ultra formula. If your blank has a clear film, you're going to go ahead and remove that, and then just spray the Mod Podge Ultra down. Then literally it's as easy as placing your embellishments down. You've got plenty of time to wiggle them into position. I know it's unbelievable that this is gonna dry so rock hard, but it will. And you can see that I'm adding a spray here or there, but at the end we're gonna top coat the whole thing. You can set gems with the Mod Podge Ultra. You can see I'm just putting them in, using my little stick to pick them up, placing them right into the Mod Podge Ultra. You can even add really tiny little ones. Now to let it dry, I'm using an old tray that I've lined with some paper towel and some wax paper. And I'm just gonna pick that up, wipe the back side, and then you're just gonna place that down and let that dry. For this, I let it dry about 5 hours before I do the top coat. All right, let's do one with letters. So I'm gonna add a couple of big bows to the top there. And you can look for these embellishments in the jewelry department, the scrapbooking department, online, of course. Go ahead and add some letters. We're going to spell out Piper here for my neighbor. And you can see that you've got plenty of time to wiggle them into position. I would say you have about 20 minutes to a half hour. You can add little delicate ones, of course, gems. Just keep loading up the design until you're happy with how it looks. For this, I'm using coordinated pink rhinestones, but you can do any colors that you want, of course. All right, let's do another one. We're just gonna spray our Mod Podge Ultra down, and this time I'm gonna use some chunkier embellishments. Yep, it will hold down heavy-duty, chunky ones too. Let's get those letters into position, add a little bit more of the spray, and you'll be shocked at how this dries so clear. All right, you can use those letter beads too. Let's do a letter bead one real quick. Again, I'm using the Mod Podge Ultra, just spraying that down. I did some cheer keychains the other day using these same little letter beads, and they turned out so adorable. You can check that out in my shorts. So for here, I'm gonna spell out the name of the high school where my friend is the teacher. So I've got Hoover High there. And then I just did her initials down on the bow. All right, let's take a look at them when they're dried their first time. And now we're gonna seal them. I'm gonna place them all onto the wax paper, and I'm just gonna spray them all at once, giving them a really good top coat. And I am making sure that that spray is going underneath the edges, a little bit on the sides. I hope that makes sense. You wanna do the tops and then kind of do the edges too. And again, I will pick that up, wipe the bottoms, and let them dry. Now it's important that when you're finished, you remove that cap and wash that cap with soap and water so it doesn't glue closed. Next, once they're all dry, I'm just peeling off the backing there. Look how gorgeous this one turns out. I love that big embellishment. Now we're gonna use a jump ring to attach it to a keychain. You just open up your jump ring, you're gonna go side to side, not pulling it open, and then close it side to side. Give it a little extra push there, make sure that's sealed good. And now you got yourself a little charm. If you didn't have a jump ring or pliers, you could easily just thread it through the little key ring. And you can buy these key rings with clips. Here's another little style, it's like an O-ring. You can just clip it right on there. And you can even add them to one of those little pearly bracelet things. Look how gorgeous these all turn out. I'm not sure which one is my favorite. I cannot wait to gift these. I told you that was going to be so easy. The whole trick is the Mod Podge Ultra. You just spray, add your embellishments, and spray. It doesn't get any easier than that. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that you try this project out, and if you do, make sure you tag us so we can see what you made. I'll be back here next week with another fun project to share with you, and until then, have a super crafty week. Bye.